So, what up everybody? Slashing Through here with another review for you guys. And this time it's Child's Play. A movie anticipated by many, hated by many already without seeing. Um, let's first start off that the trailers for this movie didn't per se gave it any justice. Uh, the movie itself, it looks pretty good. Everything, all the shots and everything, the lighting and stuff like that is really nicely done. Um, but to be honest, the movie for me kind of wasn't it, and I will tell you why, of course, and I will tell you why it didn't hit the mark for me. I'm trying to be not not be too much influenced by the original Child's Play. Of course, I'm gonna make a few comments about what the old one did and what the new one didn't do. But I try to be as open minded as possible with this. Um, so, atmosphere wise, the movie's pretty okay. It did what it needed to do. It needed to have a scary puppet do terrible things, and a lot of the scenes are actually pretty, yeah, well done. I was surprised by that. The quality is pretty high, you know. Um, there's a lot of things going on in the movie, uh, but I think what is most important for a movie like this to work is having its own identity, um, and having Chucky have his own character. Um, in this case, I'm a huge Mark Hamill fan. He is an amazing voice actor. He did a lot of things, you know. One of the best things for me is Batman the Animated Series. I've been a long time fan of that. His work as the Joker is amazing. Um, and with this new Chucky, I had the feeling he was borrowing too much from other characters that he did. And it's a shame because Chucky needs to be his own character. It should not be consistent of what other characters brought to the table. And I will take a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I had the feeling he did it. He didn't nail Chucky as a character for me. I wanted more from it. Again, nothing is bad about his voice acting. A lot of people probably don't even care. That's just the way it is. Uh, but if you know the old Chucky movies, you know the old Child's Play movies, you know Chucky was an entity. It was something that was in your face, something that tried to be a menace, a deadly menace, and you can hear it in the way that he was talking, um, and I miss that with Mark Hamill's way of doing things, and it's a shame because he could have made this new Chucky work actually. I mean, regardless of design, I'm not even gonna compare the old design with the new design because uh, we were not gonna be on the same level probably regarding that. Um, one of the good things about the new puppet, it's animatronics. One of the bad things is it's just still a crappy design. End of story. You can say so many things, but it's still looking horrible, and it's unbelievable that even what is it? More than 20 years ago, they had a better design. They had a better puppet. They had better animatronics, and it's kind of sad that they didn't create something that felt really there. It always felt like there you have that thing again. For me, it didn't work. Um, Another thing that really was not working for me was the relationship between Plaza and Gabriel Bateman. It just didn't feel right. She never felt like a mother type towards him. Um, I believe Aubrey Plaza probably did her best with the role and the script and everything, but the actual feeling that you had wasn't there. If you, for instance, look at the first Child's Play, and yes, I'm gonna do a comparison for that part, because if you saw the relationship between mother and son, it was really heavy. It was like you can feel it. Here you don't have any feelings with it. It's like they could have been siblings. There was no mother son relationship going on. And that's a shame, because that was what the first movie did really well. The original movie did this in a very good way. I do have to give this, of course, also props, because I think Gabriel Bateman was excellent. He really was basically the powerhouse for the movie. He kept scenes alive. He made sure that everything that was going on kept on going. And I want to give him props for that, because I was not expecting that. I'm not really familiar with Gabriel Bateman, but he did an excellent job, and that has to be said as well. Another thing that really worked with the movie was the third act. So basically, the last 25 minutes of the movie, action was picking up. You had the kills. You had more of a drive in the movie, which it actually needed earlier on, and actually we needed more of this. One of the other things that were a bit less about the movie were the kills. It was like they were playing it safe. On crucial moments, you see the camera cut away or a new scene starts. And for me, it's not about gore. It's not about that gore factor, because let's be honest, Child's Play was never a gory movie. But you did see a lot of things. And here with this movie, I really didn't have the feeling that it made the same impact. It was really missing that last punch. And that's a shame. It felt like they wanted to not make a PG-13 rating movie, but were trying to go for a PG-13 rating. And that's a shame. I mean, more horror movies need to do a way better job on getting this right. Because, to be honest, we are all horror movie lovers, and we all love this sort of movies. But one of the worst things that you can have in a horror movie is a bad kill. And it needs to have that punch. It doesn't have to be gory, but it needs to have that punch, or something that, makes you remind yourself about that one scene. And if you think about that movie, you think about that one scene. And here, there was nothing really going on. It was all a bit laid back, and it was already a bit done before. So, honestly, for me, the new Child's Play movie will get a rating of 5.5 out of 10. I think that's fair. I wish they wouldn't have put the label Child's Play on there, because it would have been a way better movie if it didn't do that. Honestly, I would have rated it higher if they just left the whole Child's Play label out of it and just went with an original story. There are some things in the movie that are, it's just the future now. We are further in our development, and we have new things, and we have all Wi-Fi. We all have electronics in the house that can be operated in certain ways. And I applaud them for trying, but this movie was not for me. And of course, that's my opinion, and a lot of people out there will have a different opinion, and that's fine. For me, I hope they will leave this franchise alone. Next year we'll have the series coming, and I hope they will do a better job with the series than what we got with this movie. So guys, thank you for watching. If you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe, and until next time.